The Bunny Man. Everybody knew about Tommy's parents. They were the ones who disappeared for days, coming back only to fight and nod off with needles still in their arms. The kitchen sink was heaped with syringes, some uncapped and some still glistening red. Nobody ever checked if Tommy was okay. And by the third night, the house was still. No heat, no light, just the smell of mildew and old heroin. He laid in bed hugging a filthy blanket, whispering the rhyme because it was the only voice in the dark. Bunny, bunny, bunny. At first he thought nothing would happen, then the latch of his closet door clicked open. Slow and careful, a hand came around the door frame, large, fingers too long, streaked with dirt that had sunk into the skin. When the man stepped out, Tommy's heart nearly tore apart. Gray flesh ripped over bloated muscle. His arms bent wrong with slick, cracking sounds. A filthy white bunny mask, ears torn, eyes weeping blood, mouth grinning in red stitches. The man didn't speak. He came to the bed, barefoot, breathing slow and ragged through the mask. Tommy's body tried to push back, but his legs tangled in the blankets. He scrambled with both hands, nails tearing at the sheets, throat straining for a scream that wouldn't come, and he felt his mattress dip as the man leaned closer, the sour heat of his breath washing over his cheek. A huge hand pressed on Tommy's chest, pinning him so hard he felt the bones at his back grind against the bed frame, and the boy's heels thumped against the mattress. He kicked, twisted, a thin rasping moan leaked out. The other hand lifted a hooked blade, polished bright like glass. Tommy tried to turn his face away, but the grip on him was steady and absolute. And the first cut was so cold it felt almost gentle, just pressure, then a wet, sliding heat as the skin separated. He bucked under the weight, hands flailing, fingernails scraping against the man's wrist. The knife moved in patient arcs. He felt every second, the ragged edges peeling back, the raw air against muscle, the bright, unbearable pain blooming across his skull. His mouth opened in one last strangled scream, but nothing came out. The man folded the dripping skin in slow, practice quarters, tucking it into a stained canvas satchel. He stood there for a moment, breathing steadily, ribs lifting and falling under the filthy skin. Then he stepped back into the closet. The door swung shut behind him. Tommy's parents returned days later, too far gone to ask why the sheets were stiff with blood. Nobody spoke his name again, and no one ever dared whisper the rhyme, because everyone knew the man in the bunny mask was still there waiting in the dark for another voice, too alone to be saved.
If you enjoyed the story, consider subscribing, but don't blame me if you can't sleep tonight. Until next time, keep the lights on and the doors locked. Goodbye.